Hi everyone, meteorologist Rusty Dawkins with an update for the snowfall potentials we had through Tuesday into Wednesday. I'm going to kind of go through Stormcast here first, just to kind of give you an idea of the timing. The snow really starts to pick up Tuesday late afternoon and into the evening hours. This is about 9:30, 10 o'clock Tuesday night. And notice that there's a pretty good swath of snow already all over the place. Now this hasn't really congealed yet. You can see there's some breaks in there yet. So this is basically your light to maybe a moderate snowfall as we head through Tuesday night and then kind of pushing forward. This is where it starts to thicken up a little bit. After midnight, so very early Wednesday morning, you start to see areas like especially down here, some heavier snow, over here some heavier snow. And then that kind of continues right, especially there. I'm going to kind of back it up here a little bit. See that right there? This area right here, good chance for some heavy snow. This over here, some heavier snow. Once you start to see the darker blues, that's a really good chance for some heavier snow. And then it starts to taper off. This is by about noon on Wednesday. It does look like this could be maybe another inch or so of snowfall, and then after that moves out, you're looking at about 5 o'clock Wednesday afternoon. So how much snow are we talking? First, I want just like and subscribe. That would be awesome. And off we go. Here we go. This is model number 1, and we're looking at, this is through 6 a.m. Tuesday, just anywhere from a trace to a half an inch. And then as we head into Tuesday night into Wednesday, anywhere from 3 to 5, maybe 6 inches. Notice the heavier snowfall is all the way down here. And then you got another line here of your 2 to 4, maybe 5. And then up here, your 1 to 2. So keep that in mind, kind of stacking it. It's almost like a cheeseburger. And the 2 to 4 to 5 is right smack dab in the middle. Okay, let's go through 2.1 or 1.2. This is kind of the same model, just a different version of it. And here we go. So this is through early Tuesday morning. Again, just a skiff to maybe a half an inch with that first wave. The second wave comes in late Tuesday into Wednesday morning and then lingers. And I mean, this one, I like this one as well. This one is kind of, you'll see my forecast down the road, but this has that 2 to 4 inch swath right here, maybe a little bit higher in some spots, then your 5 to 6 or more there, and then your lower amounts there. Very similar to that last one. So model number 1.2, very close to model number 1.0. I don't remember what, you know what I mean. So two models are agreeing for the most part. Let's take a look at this one. This is model number 2. This is another one of those long range models, giving us a tenth to maybe a half an inch by early Tuesday morning. And then as that main swath comes through a little higher on the snowfall potential, you're looking at your 6s and 7s here, your 2 to 4 here, and then a little bit less right there. So again, kind of the same scenario where you're looking at less to the north and more to the south and southeast. Really some higher amounts with this one. So model number 2 has a little higher precipitation potential as we head through Wednesday late afternoon and into the evening hours. Okay, let's go with model number 3. Now this one also a little on the high side. This one, that tenth of an inch to half an inch early through Tuesday morning, and then it kicks in again Tuesday night into Wednesday morning. This has a big swath, a big right through here of some heavier snow, your 6 to 7 inch, and then 2 to 4, maybe up to 5 there, and then the lesser amounts here. You notice they're all being the same. They're acting the same. It's just some have a little higher numbers, some have a little lower numbers, but it all looks the same so far. We've done 1, 2, 3. This is the 4th one. Let's look at the 5th one here, but model number 4, so we did 1.1 and 1.2. So this is number 4, has the same thing where it does that tenth of an inch to a half an inch or more through 6 a.m. Tuesday, and then it kicks it in again. This one, I like this one. This one makes a little more sense. Where, I mean, it does the same thing where it has the heavier right here, even right here a little bit. And then a big swath of 2 to 4, maybe 5, and then your 1 to 2s right there. everything looks like this. All of these models are doing the same thing, just a little more in some areas, a little less in others. Model number 4, this one, light and fluffy snow, so I think it's just going to be a little bit less. But so far so good with the placement of where the heavier snow is at versus the lighter snow. Let's take a look at model number 6. I skipped 5. 5 was something, I don't know, it didn't look right, so I just skipped it. Model number 6 through 6 a.m., a little less through the overnight. I kind of like that. I'm not seeing a whole lot of snow out there for the overnight. So this one makes more sense. And then as we head through Tuesday night into Wednesday, very similar. This one, I like this one too, because it does that, has the heavier snow through here, big swath of 2 to 4 inches here, and then the lighter amounts up here. Once again, it makes sense. It keeps doing the same thing over and over again. This one has just a little bit lesser amounts of snowfall for portions of Nebraska, but the heavier snowfall towards Kansas. So let's see, how many more do we have? I think that's the last one that I have locally. I'm going to zoom out just a little bit. That way, if you have any, if you're going anywhere else in the Midwest, this is kind of what it looks like through 6 a.m. Again, that kind of light snow to start the day, and then that heavier band of snow really kicks in here, goes up here, and that's your heavier snow right there. So this is the graph, the North American 4 kilometer. That band of heavier snow there, then it has this right here, and then it comes over here, and your lighter amounts. One more kind of zoomed out, this will be the NAM, the CONUS 20 kilometer. Doesn't have much through the early morning hours through 6 a.m. on Tuesday. And it kind of does that same thing where it has the heavier amounts like this, and then this, and then this. They're all doing that. That's great news. That means models are on board. They know they all agree. You know how rare that is that all the models agree? I mean, sure, the numbers are off, but they're always off, and they're never right. But they're kind of trying to tell me where the heavier snow is going to be at and the lighter snow. So because of that, this is what I think is going to happen. I think, and probably not a surprise, your lesser amounts up here. I think a 1 to 2, maybe 3 inches in north central, northeast, and the Panhandle. Big swath of 2 to 4, and then this 4 to 6 down here. That may need to be bunched like that, but I'm okay with where I'm at right now. I think with the dry air in place that is going to start the day, dry air trying to move in. From the north with the very cold air, we're talking Arctic, bitterly cold Arctic air, could thwart some of that snowfall. So 2 to 4 along Interstate 80 makes sense to me. I think that'll do it. Like and subscribe, everyone, and see you next time.